What does it take for each of us to learn a new idea? G'day and welcome to Small Steps Through Life. Today we're at Pukerua Bay and it's beautiful here. And I'm looking at the idea of what does it take in our life to learn something new or to refine something. It sounds like an obvious question. We need information. But information by itself doesn't mean we're going to learn it. It just means that we have an opportunity to learn. The thing we overlook is the idea that to take on a new idea, there's got to be a willingness to take it on board and embed it. And that is more of a struggle. And in fact, the better we become at knowing our own topics, the things that we're good at, the harder it can be to take on new ideas. We get to the stage where we think we know the answers. It's also a challenge as we get older. We get the idea that we should know better. And so we start resisting new ideas. That's a default, but it doesn't have to be that way. What we can look at instead is the idea that we know what we know, and we know we don't know everything, and other people know information that we don't know, and the best way to grow is to take any information we can find and add it to who we are. That has challenges. The first is, it means that we've got to look at the people around us and say, Mr. Cleaner, you've got information I don't have. And to do that, we've actually got to esteem them more in our own eyes. We find it very hard to take on ideas from people we don't respect. So we've actually got to change our view of everybody. The next thing we've got to do is to recognize that the knowledge that we've got is finite and that some of it is wrong. Once you start doing that, then you start looking at the idea of, I know this thing, leastwise I think I do. Is there a refinement? Once you start doing that, then you're open to the idea of making your understanding and your knowledge and your application of knowledge better. Learning something new, is it easy? Turns out it's harder than we think. We do it better when we're young because we're expected to not know everything and to learn. But we become more arrogant and more resistant. And we start undervaluing certain people and overvaluing ourselves. So, if you want to learn, get a better understanding of who you are, who other people are, start looking at where you can get better learnings, where your knowledge is good and where it needs refinement, and learn how to make your journey through life that bit more amazing. And on that note, I'm going to say, see you later.